Thanks for joining us online on this severe day. We are waiting for the snowfall to start falling in Washington County, but officials here are getting ready to hold a press conference. The Washington County judge is about to speak, so let me step out of the way right now.
We want to thank everybody for being here today. We want to give a little overview of our storm response that's planned for the next several hours. This week we've been working very hard as the Washington County Road Department to convert all of our equipment, our men and women, and our schedules. I will report that last night we made the decision to switch to 24-hour shifts. So what we essentially do is we split our crews into two shifts, 12 hours in days and 12 hours in nights, and we're going to begin working also today and tonight. We have two big products that we use during this time. They're kind of a diverse reaction for us. One is a liquid brine that you'll see. So you'll see some half-ton pickups rolling around the county with some distributors on the back dropping a liquid substance. We're doing a lot of that right now as a pre-treatment. That's an Apex liquid-based treatment that's really good for this. We're also going to hit bridges and corners and overpasses and some problem areas that we are very well aware of in the county. Also, what you'll be seeing tonight as the snowfall starts is we have all of our dump trucks fitted with plows and chip beds in the back. What we're going to be doing is plowing the roads clear. Some of that will start, of course, after most of the accumulation has already been established. We don't want to be out of fiscal responsibility sweeping roads while the snow is still coming, and so you'll see that pick up a lot more tonight into the early mornings tomorrow, and then also we'll see our Ice Slicer product, which is a dry salt-based product being dumped out of the back of those dump trucks. So once again, always our citizens are wonderful about cooperating with us. If you don't need to travel, please don't. If you do have to travel, please allow enough time, be safe, and please watch our road crews. They will make sudden stops, be making turns. Just give them enough distance, and also when that salt's dumping out of the back of those dump trucks, please give that plenty of distance too to protect your vehicles. But other than that, we'll know where we're at a lot more at daylight tomorrow about our expected response. And then for the business community, we are making a call about the closure of the Washington County Courthouse and all of our county businesses, and we'll make that call hopefully sometime earlier this afternoon.
What's your advice for drivers?
Give them plenty of time. And then also I'm a big fan of please plan to be, if you run off the road, to be in your car for several hours if first responders can't get to you immediately. And so that's blankets, have some water in your car, and any of your medications that you might take regularly, have them accessible in your car also, just so that you can be self-sufficient for a number of minutes until the first responders can get there. Of course, the weather will impact their response times also.
Are there any roads in Washington County that's really a big concern during these snow events?
All of them are. You know, we live in a hilly topography here, so we have several roads with large inclines. You know, and then also we have a lot of residents. We're a rural county still on dirt roads. And of course, dirt roads always present us a challenge. That's an art and a science when we get weather like this. And so what I would say to people on dirt roads, please be patient with us. We will be around when we can on those secondary roads.
Can you tell us a little more on this Ice Slicer product and how that works?
Yeah, that's been a really incredibly game-changing product for us. That's a natural salt mixture that comes out of Utah, and we have it shipped here. And what it does is just allows us to put down. It's much more effective than what the traditional salt would have been back even just a number of years ago. It's much more effective. What we like about that is we can get that down on the snow even if it's accumulated on the road. And actually, the cars running over it and tracking it and mixing it in with the snow is actually beneficial to us. And so we like to deploy that product too when we might see a little pickup in the traffic, and so it can help us do the melting.
And you mentioned 24-hour shifts right now, 12 hours on, 12 hours off. How long will that last?
That'll last until the storm response is over. So we're expecting to do that probably at least through Friday night. And then we'll reassess always throughout the storm response. Understand that switching to 12-hour shifts, that's difficult on our road department, the men and women at work here, and our machinery. And so we like to not do that for as long as we can, but we also know we owe the citizens safe passage on their roads, and that's our biggest priority.
There's about 950 plus miles of roads in Washington County, so that's a lot of work for your crew.
That's a lot of work. What I need people to understand too is we triage. We start the primary roads first, and we'll work down to the secondary roads. And so over time, you should see those roads improve, but it might take us some time. I will implement again the 72-hour promise. Once the accumulation event's over with, we want to have the roads passable within 72 hours, and we work really hard towards that. It's not a goal that we always meet with 100%, but that's our goal. So we'll be at least probably 72-hour storm response.
Yeah, so kind of with the communication process between some of your crews that are out in the field versus the home base, things of that sort, can you just kind of walk through what that communication looks like to make sure, hey, this road is clear and we still have to get to this area. Can you kind of walk through that process?
Yeah, we've actually put together a war room essentially here at the road department where we're going to manually track and then of course also electronically track the roads that we've hit. We've got some tracking devices on our trucks, but also we're constantly getting shift reports back from the supervisors that are in the field, and so we keep track of the roads that we've hit. Of course, we try to move around systematically to make the most efficient use of our time and our blades and our crew members, but once again, we'll get to all the roads as soon as we can. We also have a booklet that we put together and ahead of every year that triages those roads out and gives us a map of where we'd like to head and what priorities we'd like to give those roads.
Right. We know last year was a very snowy season that we had. What do you kind of take from years prior to kind of implement into this year? What have you kind of learned in prior years to put forth towards this year to make it a smooth process?
You know, for me personally, what I've learned is you don't always have to be 100% correct. Yes, we've been through this storm response multiple times, not only me as a Washington County judge, but our road department's been through it several times. Every storm's different is what I've learned. And so that we need to take those inputs in, the weather services that you guys provide, those reports, build those into our response, and so that we're constantly changing, constantly adapting that response. Once we start our response, it doesn't mean that we're totally committed to that plan to the detriment of what the weather might throw at us. We're going to be responsive and proactive on the front end with those inputs.
When do you plan to make a decision on the county services?
The county services we want to make as soon as we can early this afternoon. I want to say by 2 o'clock we want to make a decision about that. Of course, that's thrown us for a little bit of the curve. The forecast has changed on us. We didn't think the storm was supposed to hit till later this evening, so we're a little bit we're reassessing that closure information right now.
Right, and kind of with the afternoon, how do you strike a fine balance between kind of like you were touching on earlier, not going out too early, clearing the roads, oh wait, we still have more coming, how do you kind of balance that?
Well, of course, the fiscal responsibilities that we have with this are one thing, but of course, public safety is the other. And so I would say that's the driving cause for us, that if we're waiting on storm response, but we're getting the idea that things are too dangerous and that people are on the roads mobilized, we will get out and get on the roads and try to get them clear.
For no particular reason at all, 5, 6 o'clock time frame, those are just completely arbitrary numbers for our line of work, obviously. But 5, 6 o'clock, where do you kind of expect crews to be? Do you expect them to be out on the roads already working the streets?
Yes, I think at that point we'll still be doing a lot of our pre-treatment. At that point, we might deploy some of the APEC, or I'm sorry, the ice slicer product, that dry product, that salt-based product I was talking about on our more problematic areas, inclines, bridges, sharp corners. That's what you'll probably see mostly this evening as the snow falls, is really trying to touch on those problem areas while the snow is accumulating. And then once again, we would like to ideally get the snow event to stop, and then we clear the roads and make a big headway that way.
Can you just kind of talk about, obviously, we're in general not used to the snow down here in the southern part of the country. Can you just kind of talk about the difference between driving on snow versus driving on ice?
Sure. Snow a lot of times can compact and you get a little bit more traction. But what I want people to know is after more and more traffic's on that road, it can turn to ice, or that snow will compact down. That's where it really, really gets dangerous. And so always stopping distance is going to be a major concern for travelers. If you see a lot of snow on a road you're uncomfortable with, I would advise maybe you turn around and even taking a longer route if you're unfamiliar with the territory, so that you don't get yourself in a predicament that we have to come and help you out. As much as you can be self-sufficient as citizens, that really helps us. It helps our first responders. It helps our road crews so that we can get the snow cleared as fast as possible. So please try to be responsible. Please try to be respectful of our crews.
And what can you just kind of say about the work that lies ahead for you and your crews and the county as a whole?
Yeah, we're excited to serve the people. This is always a great challenge for us. With that, though, we're always concerned. Anytime you mobilize like this, anytime the road department's out, it presents you with perils and hazards that can happen. And so we want to take safety first. So one of the people who's here is we have a safety officer employed by Washington County, and they'll be out with the storm response to make sure not only are we doing it effectively, but we're doing it safely. And all I would like to do is ask for the viewers, the viewing public, to say a small prayer for our men and women. It's going to be hard work. It's going to be extremely cold, and that's in the best case scenarios. And let's try to avoid some of the worst case scenarios.
You just heard from Washington County Judge Patrick Deakins, a couple of things they did say is that their crews, they are working 12 on, 12 off right now, so they'll be working round the clock during this event. A couple of things that they said is that right now they are using that liquid brine right now to pre-treat the roads. They're hitting the bridges and the overpasses, and they say that once that snow does start to hit, that's when they'll start to get out and plow. One thing they say is that they'll be using this ice slicer product, and another thing that they are really stressing is to stay home. So if you don't have to travel, it's just best to stay home and let the crews do their work on keeping these roads safe. Stick with 4029 throughout the day and tomorrow too, as we keep you updated on this winter weather.